go for me. Oh, these are unnecessary. What's in these? There is stuff in those. Let's pull that out. We went ahead and figured out where I wanted to go. Whoops. With the new layout, the new wing. Okay. Well, this is all. I'm continuing the layout, but the new wing. This is all a new design for me. I'm new to this game by a few by a few weeks. I've just been doing a lot of YouTube research, and I decided to go with a major build. So I'm not watching any YouTube video right now. This is not a copycat of anything. This is me building it as I go along and designing it, well, basically as I go along. I kind of got a general idea of, based on other things that I have done and built and sort of pre-planned, I guess, along with sort of pre-thinking about how I wanted my storage process. I wanted it all automated. I wanted it multiple floors, and I didn't want it to just be one giant hallway to go walking down, like such as this. I didn't want it to all be out one wall. And then I also didn't want to build it above ground, so that posed a lot of new concerns, because now I have to actually quarry out and remove items around me as I build it. So it's been an interesting build. I've been having to... I've built a couple designs in the past. I didn't like them. I broke them down. I rethought about it. I built a couple more designs, and I kind of kept the best and discarded what I didn't like. Readjusted. This is one of my most recent almost discards. But I decided not to discard this one. I kind of like this one as a favorites. This one allows me to get one chest below ground. This one, and then I reach up here, I get one chest above ground. I could have put the chest right here if I really wanted to, or I could have put it right here where these items are. It really didn't matter there. So then it allows me to get these chests right here, these shulkers, and then I have another access right here of these red shulkers. So I got up there, I got down there, oops, and I have down there. That is one set of shulker, 2 sets, 3 sets. All within one side, and a very narrow panel, believe it or not. It's 6 wide. So I got 18 items there that I could select just by stepping on these buttons and being able to look down. I just didn't want to fall down, so that's why I put the trapdoors there. And then I just quickly turn them on and off using the pressure plates. I got the display down there. So I kind of liked all that. That was I really liked that whole concept. So to carry on with that, I kind of took the best and discarded the stuff I didn't like, and ended up with a completely slightly different design. Ignore the half slabs up here. That's for comparators to sit on top and to give me an idea of what's going where. So in here, I place the shulkers on the floor level, and then I put a display item on top. So I can also put the item frame if I like, if it doesn't actually allow for a display. I know that a lot of people just put it on chest, but I don't like losing my chest access because I click on a damn frame. So that basically meant that I wanted to keep this space available, and then because of that, I went ahead and stacked a different item up on top. As you can, these ones up top are actually slabs. You can see over here it looks a little different because they're actually 2 blocks deep. So these 1 block deep slabs, I still wanted to be able to see them, so I put slabs up here. But what I did was I put comparators along each chest just during my building phase. I want to make sure that I know I'm going to keep those there, and I won't know what's going where. So anything that I throw into the system, like let's say, oh, I'll show you that in a second. Let's say I throw in some, what are these? These are oak logs. So if I throw any oak logs in the system, I know that as soon as I have enough, after, like, what is it, 42, I'll start filling up this chest. So that's when this light will turn on. That'll let me know that I have at least 42 of those, and that that's being sorted properly, and that chest has something in it, etc., for everything. And then I just have another set of chests up on top with comparators into those. I had to use the slabs just because, as you can see here, I wanted to still see my selection on top. I didn't want to lose that just because I could wanted to put comparators. That's just giving me lights to know what's in there instead of wiring a bunch of lights up. And then these doors. This was an interesting thought process, that more of a situation that I come across. So I found out that I wanted to put my chest here, right, on the floor level. I could not put the doors on top of the chest. It just won't let me. So I put the doors on the ground, and it was like, okay, that lets you. So I was like, okay, now do I put my chest up top there and then ruin my whole pattern of where my chests go? No, I don't do that. What I did, was I put the leaves up on top here, and then I put my chests that correspond to the leaves up on top. Okay, that gives me the same amount as doors. So what I did at this point was, behind the doors, behind each one of these, I extended the filter system, not the filter system, but the whatchamacallit, the chests. Alright, so I hid the chest just because it allowed me to still use the chest. Let me open it up here. It allows me to still use the chest, all of them. And then it still allowed me, I moved it back one, honestly, in the last episode, so I could place a comparator here and still have a comparator in front of it and not compare the doors. My doors are my item frames, basically. My display items are my doors. So I was like, where the hell do I put the comparator? I just ended up moving everything back. And then it still allows me to kind of hide everything too, if I don't want to stare at them, which makes it a really nice look. I can also do the same if I put a bunch, let's say these ones here, these are nice looking. Maybe these doors, put a bunch of those, or maybe you want to put them behind a fence, like a gate system. You can put them behind these doors, so it'll look like a security gate. And then I went ahead and just sort of filled in this, give it kind of a look that I may be going with. Whoops. At least as far as the wood room. I don't know if I'll continue that look elsewhere. And then let's see, all this was designed already. It all gets filtered through everything. This is a grand room here. This is going to lead a small grand room. It's going to lead into another hallway over there. That way I can put random chests or cauldrons or water sources, whatever I want to put in here. Gives me an option. And then let's see, yeah, this is going to be my next hallway somewhere. I'm not quite sure where, but I'm definitely going to go there one day. And then, let's see, this goes into, everything's the same, I just use brick instead of the wood slab. But everything's the same in here, you got little dividers, and it's just letting me know if anything's in these chests. And then, on the top here, same thing, and all those. This is a man door, French door style. I haven't put any accessories on it. And that leads back into the maintenance room, I'm going to call it. So I can, and if I don't have the ability to fly, such as in survival mode or adventure mode, then it'll allow me access to basically everything. I won't be able to lose it, or it won't be floating, and I can't do anything with it if anything goes wrong. So I'm giving myself a maintenance room for it. I'm gonna probably fill these in, etc. Make it all, you know. Let's see, where else was I working? Doing a recap on everything. This was, yep, it goes around here. This is the other side of that concrete room, or that brick room, whatever it is. This is the other side of the wood room. And then this is a disabled system for now. I will be bringing it in at the very, 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 very end. These are all the chests. They're eventually going to go into a proper chest system. I'm going to eventually hook them all up correctly. I mean, for the most part they are. I just don't know where my top is going to be. And then I'll extend everything down. I might end up putting another chest here. Have my intake actually, instead of being here, I might end up raising it up a few notches. At least, I don't want to raise it. Oh, I can. Oh, doesn't matter. I have elevators. I can raise it up as far as I freaking want, and then just have it all drop down into a central, which I kind of like having a double run here, which I did with the hoppers. So all these hoppers, oops, dig in a little bit, so you can see here, all these hoppers are pointing the same way, and they're all draining these chests that are above it. So they're all draining these chests that, and then these are double stacked. So if you go over here, there's another row over here, all doing the exact same thing. So that's why I have the two sets of hoppers. And then they're all being dropped into from these double set of hoppers, which it's more space. And I think, I don't know, it just allowed me to kind of, I don't know, it sort of allowed me to sort of pre-plan a direction on things and make sure that certain hoppers get filled, or certain chests get filled before others maybe, so like a bottom floor gets filled before the top floor. So like, yeah, I think I'll find out where I want to stop up height-wise, and then I'll just continue the chest in a traditional pattern straight down. But this is just a directional, so I know which ones get filled first, instead of it just going straight to the far bottom. I mean, it's still gonna, but it'll backfill as it goes. And then it goes right back into this. I've gone over the shulker system many times, way over here. All this is a recycling center. This basically takes everything that skips the entire filtration that misses the filtration process, basically doesn't have a home, goes into here through an elevator, oops, yeah, into the elevator, comes up through here, and I need to reorganize this up here, but it's all working at the moment. I'll just simplify it later one day when I'm actually working on this whole system and expanding it. So what it does is it goes through all these hoppers. It doesn't really matter, they all work somehow. It's all specific facing and directions, and as you can see, they're all flip-flopping in some spots. Like this row here, it's all going that way, and then wrapping in, and then filling up this way. If anything gets backlogged, it'll eventually come back over here, etc. So then it goes into these, wait, come on. Then it goes into these shulker boxes as a backflow, or at least stuff with no homes that I have the option to disable, or to turn on and off right here, the ability to continue the loop. So if I want the boxes to stay full, I would disable from back here, As a matter of fact, I can actually throw in the I could throw in a switch right here. Let's build this up. Yeah, let's put in a enable disable switch or lever, so that way I can turn that off and on at will instead of changing or emptying and replacing hoppers all the time. Let's do that. Oops, that is not what I wanted. I'm just so used to grabbing hoppers. Okay, I want the lever. And I did not grab the lever. Oh, come on. Let's lever right there. And we're going to place you right there, and that should disable this hopper right here. So let's click that off because it automatically is enabled. Let's place something in here, and that does not move. But if we place something in here, it should empty and fill this one up. Perfect. So it gets locked right there. And then I'm going to do a fail safe. So I'd have to turn 2 of them on. Let's put this one right there so it locks this. So that way I can I can basically open it up and lock it. So now this one's filled up and locked, ready to go. So that means I'm going to grab some carpet. Let's grab that. We're going to go brown there. There you go, brown there. We're going to put a green one, I think, in between. Actually, let's put that right there too. Put a green carpet, because that's the continued path. Alright, everything's green, everything's green, everything's green for a continued path. Good. And we will put that there. So there's a separation. We'll get basically locked back here. Well, let's delete that. Just place that there. There. I'll lock and turn on the green, etc. with the brown. Let's just turn that back on, have it go through the system, and watch stuff disappear. As you saw, we were locking things. Or there was already stuff in there, I don't know. Anyways, let's go work on the other wing down below now that we got all that figured out. That's all working. Let's see, where the hell are we gonna get into down here? Right over here. Let's clear all this area out. This is where I decided that I'm gonna put everything. I had to come down 2, so that way I can do 7 hoppers. Excuse me, and that's going to be my height. Or 7, that's going to be my height. So I have to at least, the top row, which is going to be, my hopper is going to be right on this block here as my height. And then from that, you go, including that one, 1, 2, 3, oops, 4, we got 5, 6, and then 7, then the floor. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need number 7. So let's replace you. So that's number 7. Let's clear this out a little bit. And then the floor. So that would be the floor. Oops. Alright, that that would be considered the floor. And that is our required height that we need to adjust for everything. What I'm doing is I'm keeping a gap because I have to make sure that these hoppers don't interfere. I don't want to bring it out. I don't want to bring this bottom floor out past all this. I want to stop at the same row over here eventually. Like I may end up getting a little shorter. Oh no, on that, wait, wherever the doors are. So that extend a little further out for that one. Anyways. So now, what do we got going on? We can delete this. This is unnecessary for right now. Same thing with these. I want to keep this stuff. I think I maybe want to leave that open. Okay. Let's come back this side. Whoa. Remember, we're going to have a lot of colors on this one. Well, this is why I wanted this to be underneath. Oops. That's why I chose this to be underneath, is because it's one of my longest hallways. Okie dokie. I don't know where I'm going to end yet. These are going to be temporary. Sort of a filler right now. Okay. Because my actual floor starts down here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 underneath the ceiling, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Wait. Yeah. No. What the hell happened? Did I come down one too many? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did come down one too many. Okay. Well, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So wait, the height is right there. Got first hopper. And I might go one more down. No, that's not where the first hopper is. That's on purpose. Alright, yeah, I think I'm going to go first hopper over here. Right there, first hopper. And then we're going to go 2, 3, and 4 hoppers. Oh shit, that's the bottom. Yeah, no, that's the top. That's good. I was counting the bottom for some reason. So, yeah, the 4. Go 2, 3, and 4. That's going to be where the hoppers are. Going to sit. And then it's going to be below that 1, 2, 3, and then the floor. below that, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then a 4. Good. That was how we designed it. Ah, damn. Clear this section out a little bit. Back up. Kind of a boring task, but it's got to get done. I kind of did a little bit of prep work with a whole lot of TNT in certain areas. I don't know which areas I did it all in, but yeah. I don't know how much of it helped. There's a lot of stuff I wasn't trying to blow up. So let's come back to here. And I'm not worried about over there. Oh, so let's come back down to here. Basically, I'm clearing out around the pillar right now, so I can move on away from it. Just giving myself a little bit of room around the whole thing, because I'm definitely going to need to extend it in both sides. That side looks pretty clear to where, almost clear to, yeah, this side's almost clear. There we go. Okay, what else? See, look at that. Nice gap over here. This is all going to be underneath where I want to go. Sort of using some pre-cut lines for general guideline. Okay, we're back to the logs. Pop these out. for the hoppers. This side's going to need a lot of work. I think it's 6 once we start getting up to the top part of our build. I think it's only 6 out that we really have to worry about. Just a little deeper. Okay, I think I can set dynamite down here, or TNT, and kind of help that part along a little. Let's do that. So I want to clear out room for this floor, and then off to the sides a little bit. I just don't want to destroy anything above. So we're gonna clear inventory down there, and I want to get rid of these before I do anything, because I don't want to lose those. So I'm gonna drop these in my green one. These are all for filtering. They're renamed items, so that way they never get filtered. So let's kill this real quick. Alright. And let's do the dynamite. Or the TNT, excuse me. So TNT and let's do redstone. Let's lay the TNT first. Straight down set. Whoa. Way too close to everything. So right about there maybe? Yeah, let's try that. If we have to rebuild that, we will, right? So, place it and run it. Don't blow up, don't blow up, don't blow up. Alright, we only lost a couple pieces. Look like a couple broken teeth, that's about it. Right on. Alright, that was helpful. Let's do another row. This time away from everything. And I don't want to get too close to that. I really don't. So we're going to lay this up here all the way across. I know, and that just activates them. They go wherever they go. Beautiful. That looked fun. Very minimal damage and a whole lot of fucking work done. Look at that. Oop, let's go down there. I'm in creative mode, but it still ends up counting. Ooh, get some redstone back. Go back over here. Get that back. Right on. Goodbye, redstone. And I think that's good for right now, right? It's a nice little divider wall, yeah. I was experimenting with making a wall, like learning splash distance. So trying to keep either a single wide wall. That's what that was. And that's kind of funny. We created a perfect little step, like almost a grand staircase here. So let's remove the, yeah, let's get rid of all this dynamite. We don't want any of that. We might a bunch of that though. Alright, let's place these back now. Remember, they're temporary. This is a spacer to make sure that I don't place anything in these slots. So let's put all that back. And we fixed it all again. Cool. I don't know how far I want to go that way. Look at that. We can even make our room go down. That's kind of cool. Kind of like that. But I won't utilize that. We'll just use the space for now. Okay. Look at that. Now we got all that wide open space to do that number. This is just for the floor. So you can use whatever props you like. Oops. It's not the right button anymore. I did 5 across, and then yeah, 5 between, 4 in between, and on the outside I have my wall. And see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that makes 6. That's no bueno. Why does that not work? It still leaves 4. Huh. Anyways, still leaves 4. God damn it. It's the same as my top row. I just continued it down. So yeah, it's 4 in between, 2 on the outside, so that makes 6. That does add up. Alright, so let's grab a temporary block, which that's where our items are going to go. And let's do 1 behind and 1 on the wall, because we're going to want the temporary one. And then we don't want to have to come back down and actually place one. This just kind of give us our layout and a visual, a template, and then we'll start placing everything. Let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of some of these. Bring that into there. Just sort of bringing it eventually down below, so the platform itself is floating, but I like to have something that I can stand on eventually during a maintenance. So I end up like creating that little wall we saw, or little I surrounded the whole thing with glass, basically, is what we did earlier. Okay. Again, I'm just going to give myself a little run around. Alright. So, pretty much open all the way around, right? Little OCD there. Just making it all the same height. Alright, so now we're going to place our props, or our blocks. Oops. Oh, I guess that block needs to be different. So go back to here, delete you, and place you there. So let's go back to our temporary block again, and place one on the outside there, one on the outside over here. This is so we can place the shulker boxes. Then we don't need a temporary block until we place the shulkers. We can always remove whatever we don't need to make the pillars and dividers. Alright, so we're gonna need probably like 32 count over here, or divide it into different rooms, short rooms. Be like, this room here is one item, this room here is one item, this room here is one item. But I'm thinking I might go with like a 32 deep. Like however many colors there are, I'm going to go straight across so I can just easily look at them instead of remembering what room they're in. I don't know. Let's figure out how many we have. That's the question. So now that we have our temporary block there, these are just thoughts that I'm thinking of as I'm trying to design the thing. So I don't know how the hell to get out of here right now. Let's see, where's an opening? Okay, cool. So I need to grab. Actually, this one. What color trap chest for this one? I don't. Here, let's go back down. We got concrete up there. We're gonna have our miscellaneous colored blocks. They're not miscellaneous, but like concrete, wool down here. So what's gonna represent that for now? Green will probably be my seeds and my sapling room. Purple? Okay, we're just going to place our or shulkers facing down or into that temporary block we just placed, so that way we can still access the chest when something else is on top of it. It's the other reason for there's multiple reasons for using these, but it's definitely one of the reasons for using it. Okay, we're just going to allow that to be there, but we're not going to really hook those up yet. We're going to hook these ones up, so we're going to place a temporary block. These just actually, you know what, I like the wood concept. So these are going to be hoppers. I like that one. Cool, we're going to run that all the way down there. That's going to give me something coordinated for that, and I just need to replace with hoppers. And they're going to be temporary blocks for anything that I need to place. I like it. Okay. Oops. Ah. Come on, you sensitive little bastard. That actually looks pretty cool. I like that wood wall. Maybe do some stripes for like some. Yeah, it looks kind of good. I like that. Anyways, I'm not. Those are all temporary. I don't want those. I'm just thinking of a design for later. So we're gonna face our top row into the top row here. That way we can open it again from the front and not from the top, so it opens towards us. And then we're going to need our items. So now we're going to, let's see, dump everything into the system, I think, that we're not using. Come back here. This is going to be a main intake, so we'll dump everything right here so we don't confuse anything. And let's see, open that. And watch it all disappear. Whether I need it or not, I'm just going to empty my pallet. So I don't need the wood anymore. Not right now. I can always re-grab it. I can't do... Let's go ahead and see. I'm going to use those shulkers. I'm going to use temporaries, and I'm going to use that for sure. I can always get rid of them, or at least set them aside. Let's see. Let's do this side now. Actually, I probably should have kept the wood, but I'll just grab that again here. So we're going to go to the top, create a temporary, and then come back here. Doesn't matter if it's wood, glass, stone, dirt, use whatever's available. Alright, so this is going to be another set of chests. So we're just getting these placed so we have our layout. Oops. Why is that so damn tall? Yeah, 6. Anyways. I'm in creative, I just hopped up. Okay, down to the floor. Oops, place them in every empty slot now. All facing, or all using that back prop to select, that way it faces forward. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm screwing up here? So if that's for the top, no? Why do I feel like my spacing is off? Something's wrong. Okay. So we're still going to use the top, because that's our guide. So we have 2 on top, then a chest, then we only have 2 slots there. 2 there, and then another chest. Why do I have 3? So we have the 2 there. Actually, we're going to start with, yeah, we're going to have the 2 there. Okay. What I did was I left myself a gap up top, so that way I can get up there. And then we have the 2, then chest. Now we have 2. So why do I feel like what the hell? My floor is too tall, or too deep. My bad. Wow. Delete all of these and let's shift it up. We'll do one side, shift it up. So let's see, and then we have prop, and another chest. Right there. How did I end up that far down? Maybe the... I need to build a couple hoppers before I actually continue this. But I want to throw some hoppers on here and get my height correct with those before. So these are going to be shulkers. This is my floor, not the one I'm standing on. How did I get that so wrong? So I don't want to delete a bunch of those in case I'm right there, or on that scenario. So let's grab some hoppers and let's get this hopper height situated. So for this row, we're going to delete these temporary ones. And we're going to place hoppers into the back of these. So I want to try something on both sides, or at least one side, and if I screw up, I only have to adjust one side instead of having to redo everything all over again. Remember, I'm just adjusting down. I'm having to make spacers as I go down, if I go downward, because I want my hoppers to not interfere with any of the redstone that's already above. So if there's any torches above me, I can't be right underneath it. Anything like that won't work. So that means I have to drop everything down until until everything meets the requirement. It's another reason why I kind of like putting this wall here. That gives me, that gives me height allowances. Easily, I guess, dummy-proof it. Because I'm a dummy. So that's where those would go. Then I'm not going to worry about that yet because it's the same height. Okay, so that's all. I just want to make sure that these are going to work out with those. And then I have to build out like I did. Because if I go down, then I shorten my space here. I don't have to go all the way over like I did and make all that riser crap. Or the floor of hoppers. All I had to do was drop down height on the lower chest. But because I made them too tall, or too narrow between, so this is a good idea to even build this kind of right now anyways too. Oops. Let's get my example. So what we have on top here is, let's go to the other side. No? Yeah, let's go to this one. We got the very top. Let's see, we have, this is what matters. The chest is on this one right here. So this one, and then we go down into, oh, my bad, not that, because everything's over here. This is a drop down here. Ignore the direction of these. So I need to come into here, figure things out. So we have into the chest, and then away from the chest, and then back towards the chest. Into, away, and back towards. Into, away, and then back towards. So this one's going to be towards. That's why I assumed it was a little lower. I want to give myself a double gap up here, but I didn't. Because this is going to be the track. Oh, that's no bueno. That track has to extend out this way or get deleted. That's no bueno. It's also another way I can have everything the way it rotates, and have the way I bring it down. I can just incorporate that into there, make that a shorter side, or make this a wing no matter what, and then extend, or a break in it, put a beam, and then make this a separate room, so I can do like concrete and then wool. But no, that's a whole lot of items on. I can do concrete on the bottom row, wool on the top. Maybe terracotta room past that. Yeah, maybe terracotta room in this little area. Or we can create another grand room here. We can create a really big ass grand room. Or we can make it to where, yeah, there's just elevators and that's a floor. Okay, I think I'm gonna go. Anyways, let's finish this. I still can't have that for now. That's gotta go. So what is in these? There's nothing in these currently. Just because we are not, well, there's not enough items yet. So these have to go around because I cannot have it interfere with this hopper setup yet. So let's make it go literally all the way the hell around. I'll just bring it back right there. That part don't matter. So, yeah, seriously, it's come back this far. Because I don't know how far this wing is gonna go. So I'll move it when I need to fill up those spaces, and I think I just might really quickly. So we'll readjust this in a few moments if we still need to. I'm not going to move that other one. Oops. Right there. Oh. Don't fall to your death. Alright. Oops. Right there. That'll also give me an indication too of that being an elevator and not just a hopper run. Okay, so all those are part of the green run. This needs to go. Now we can continue there. Let's fuck it, let's put these up here and then delete the logs that we don't need. Okay. Now we're gonna do this middle row. Oops. Put chests in there. Whoops. Or hoppers, sorry. Come on. And right there. Now, we're going to put a block, I believe right there. And that's where the comparators are going to go. I'm going to sort of prop it up. I know I have at least 30 of one kind of something. How many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 rows so far. I know I need at least that many. I'm screwing up. Oh no. I just need to readjust the floor height, shulker boxes. This whole floor needs to be raised up. So that's good. We're actually lower than we need to be already, so we don't need to clear a bunch of stuff out below us. This is basically our glass layer down here. So we're gonna skip to, put the temporary there. Skip to, put a temporary right there. Bring it all the way back. And again, we don't know how many, otherwise I would count it out. And right there. Alright. That is our actual fucking floor. So right there. Yeah, that was really stupid earlier on math. Oops. Let's put these underneath. That way there's no gap there and they don't fall. Oops. Okay. There's a 1 over. Yep. I don't need to worry about that floor. Okay, so fill this in now. This is our new floor height. So that gives us 25 to start with, and we can always add more. Give me a second. Alrighty. So yeah, I can always add more as we're adding the items that we're actually sorting. So right now, I'm just basically getting myself prepped up and a template going. So all I have to do is start plugging and filling. So this bottom one is already done. Okay. Now these are going to be hoppers, etc., etc. So I liked that layout right there. I went the 2 down. My run is going to be on top here. My actual track is going to be on top here. That's the one that's going to go around everything. I'll get rid of that. This is the front. I guess this is in case I go down even further. Oh yeah. So what now? We have, oops. No need, let's see, we don't want to look at that. That's an elevator, or a drop down basically. So what we have here is into the chest, away from the chest, and into a block. Then we place the ones above it and into the other way. And then we have the rack. So let's do the away from, into the block, then add the comparators. Let's grab a comparator. Oops. Let's grab a comparator. Grab some redstone, because we're going to need those too. Let's go to the blocks. So we might need a temporary block, depending on what we had done before. Nope. Yeah, we do. I think we can get rid of this one. I think we want a temporary block. Oh no, that one's going to be the comparator block. So let's put a real block, a conductive block there. And just run the line. Remember, we can always delete and make our gaps as if we even need to make a gap. I don't think we're going to even need to make a gap for this item. I think we'll use every one of those spaces. So hoppers are going to go into this block. Yep. We'll put this wall back. We'll delete this right there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I didn't need to put that wood in that on that row. That was actually kind of dumb. But live and learn, right? I'm trying to learn how to maximize my time on these builds. So now we're going to put a hopper there, all over there. Oops, all pointing into those blocks. Wherever the wood was for that row. Oops, all the way down the row right there. That's 25. We counted them out earlier. Let's do the same thing here. See, do we have anything on the other side? Nope. That's going to be an easy delete. And right there. Grab the conductive block, because you're going to need to place redstone items on it. Oops. And then right behind that hopper. Alrighty. And let's place hoppers in there. Ah. The other reason I wanted to give myself a gap, or I was hoping to give myself a 2-space gap, I should have probably brought everything down 1, but whatever, was to place the comparators. They gotta go right here. This is a 2-space gap. Beautiful. In order to place comparators, that is beautiful. Let's grab them. Make sure you don't turn them on, or you don't put them into negative mode. And that completes the top section. Again, we're gonna focus on the top right now, and then we'll worry about extending the bottom wherever we need it. Oops. So there we go. Just like that. It's pretty much a mirror image on both sides. Okay. These are just these wood blocks are temporary. They're just so items can be placed there in between, and we have something to place the item forward rather than just staring at the item or the side of the block. So we'll place a temporary block for now right there. We're going to delete these glass ones along with the wood ones. So if any item has a different directional face, we have an option, just like we did with the chests. So that's in there. Let's place some. Let's see. We got those going. Yeah, that's a nice little lighting setup up there. That's pretty cool. But that's all going to eventually get hidden through decoration. Let's see. Are we all good here? We should. I don't want to start adding actual redstone yet and building that out until we have how many items we want to place in there. Okay, let's clear all that and let's find our blocks. What are we going to sort? That is our question. Give me a second here. Pretty thirsty. So what has around 25 items? So I'm gonna do ores, gold, iron, metal, diamonds, all that together. The quartz I already separated. Prismarine, we didn't do the slime. I did the warp block and all that with the other. So that we have concrete powder. We have, oops. Then we have concrete. So there's not as many and then we have quite a bit of terracotta and the glazed terracotta. How many is that right there? I know I have 50 slots. No, 25 plus 25. I have 100 slots already set. So, concrete powder. I think I might do the carpet in here and also the wool in here. So if we have 100 items right there, we are good to go. Uh-oh. Concrete powder as well. We can divide all of these. Uh-oh, did I ever do the sandstone? I think I did. Anyways, so the wool, how many are those? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, then 16. I'm going to do some math here. I may go silent. Okay, I went ahead and grabbed a pen and paper because I'm going to need to do a little bit of math and figure it out. Kind of how, if I want to do a whole run, split it up. I'm definitely going to split it up into different segments, I guess, of this tier. So, we got the 16 wool, right? And then we have wool carpet. How many of those do we have? Let me write this down. Wool carpet. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of those. So it looks like we might have, I think we have a different color, or the same color that might match each one of those. I'll get into that when we start sorting, so we could possibly do like above and below and just divide it into a nice little short room, or a short segment like left and right. Okay, so we have concrete powder. How many of these do we have? Concrete and concrete powder. Those will both be in the same room, or same segment area. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of those as well, the concrete powder. So we have 16 of the powder, which I'm going to double check, but I believe we have 16 of the concrete at that ratio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, 16 and a clay block. They throw that in there. 1 clay block. Okay, and that's going to be in between the two, and I'm going to double check, but that might be in one of my other rooms. But if not, I'm going to throw that in this one as well. And now terracotta versus glazed terracotta. Let's separate this on paper. Okay, we have one. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and there's a 17 right there. Let me double check those numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Why do they have 17 of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's 17. That's such an odd number to have. And 17 of the normal terracottas. Then we have of the glazed terracottas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, we already got those separated. We took these out. Okay. So that's not even part of that anyways. So without those, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Glazed terracotta. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of math organizing here real quick, and we'll get into it. Alright, so doing this way, I'm kind of missing. I can either divide up the terracotta into a group of 4. So like put 4, but basically I need another. Yeah, you know what? I might do the terracotta in a very small room. I do that at the very end. Split up the 16 into 8, 8, and then the terracotta, or the terra and the glazed 8 and 9. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. That'll give me a nice separation. 8 and 9 over here, and then 8 and 9 over here. That way we can line things up above each other. Anything that matches colors. So I kind of come up with basically two different divisions, or two different rooms, I should say, and separations within this one hallway. So we have what, 16 plus 9 is now my new. I'm going to worry about the clay block later, or if it's already in there. So 16 plus 9, it should be 25. I should already have everything set up. That is funny. We did that all by accident. That is way too cool. We've got everything already set up with my numbers. Yeah, 16 plus 9. 9 plus 6 is 5. Or 15. Carry to 1. That makes 25. Beautiful. I'm always backtrack, double check my work. Alright, we are good to go. We got everything here. I'm going to make divisions here. Although I might, because of the divisions, I might need to extend it or shift a couple of them, 1 or 2 rows over. So we're going to start with, yeah, awesome. We're going to start with concrete and concrete powder on one side here. Let's start with the concrete. You know what, let's start with whatever this wool is. So we'll start with the white wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll just do 8 at a time since I know there's 16 of them. So place white, gray, just place them all in a row. Clear that. Go down and find my wool again. And I stopped at the yellow, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, blue, purple, pink, and lightning. Okay, we'll go back to the green since that was the next in line. Oh, ran out of colors. Okay, so now I'm going to do my wool on top of there. So we're going to clear that. Now we're going to go to wool. I already know that that's not wool, but the carpet, excuse me. We're going the same order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. Oops. 1, 2, hurry. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's do these others. Oops. Clear that. Get rid of all that inventory. Open inventory back up. Oh, I happen to have that in there, but clear it out. So let's go back and finish these off. And finish placing these. I know it's kind of a moot point to place carpet on a block, but it's still there just to give me an idea of what it looks like. Or maybe a height. It's something. I like having it displayed. And if I can't display it, it's going to be in a different room. Okay. They all kind of look like chests. That's kind of cool. So that's wool and wool carpet. That is 16 across. And then we are going to make our divider right there. So we know that that is 16. We're going to grab that, we're going to grab that, and we're going to grab another temporary block. We're going to place a temporary block right back there, and we're going to make everything come out here. Actually, I don't know if I even need that since I have to drop it. Oh, well, we'll figure it out over there. I don't care. So, either way, we're going to go ahead and build our temporary or our divider right here. And that means I can get rid of that hopper and that hopper. I do not want those. So that's going to be a divider. This I do not want because that's not, I don't want it to get locked there for any reason. And it's just going to get lost. It has nowhere to go, so it's just going to get lost. Our actual track will be on top. So let's place that there. This is the end, this is the beginning. We can get rid of everything behind this one now. Because the backs of the, or I mean, excuse me, we already filled the props in, so that's all that those blocks were for. So we can face the props if they have a directional difference. Okay, that one can go away, and that one can go away. Now we're going to work on this section over here, and then we'll loop back and do that one. We're just sort of figuring things out as we go. And actually, this one, okay, I want to do the other large section, then we'll separate that and just tighten it up. And I think I only want 4 rows, not the 16. I don't know, a couple rows, yeah. So math works out, and I can shorten that bay. That bay within the wing. Okay. So let's place our items here. Let's get rid of those, and let's go with, now we are doing the concrete and concrete powder. So we did, let's do the concrete on the bottom, and I think the powder on top. Let's do that. Let's grab the white, gray, black, brown, red. Okay, so right there, there. Kind of starting off with my lights, then going into the difference. So that way I'm always going in the same direction. So we're going to clear that palette. We're going to go back to our concrete powder and grab the next row. Okay, so now we do orange right there. Okay, now we clear that row, go back to powder, and grab everything else. 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. And then that's gonna be our 16, right? Yep. So we're gonna delete that one as well. Could have probably done that on the last one and saved it. I just already knew. So delete that. Okay, that is our divider. Had I paid attention, I would have already realized what was going on there. We're gonna pop that right back up there. Over here, we'll go ahead and see. We can put our wall in if we like, or we could put glass in. It's up to you. I'm gonna put a wall above the ones that are already good to go. I just need, oops. really need to do over here on this side. Let's see, that's the carpet. So that's this side. I need to place the next set of items. So we're going to clear that palette, and we're going to go to the concrete. We already did the powder, now let's do the concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place, 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 place. Okay, clear the palette, go to concrete again. Grab the other row. That we don't have to remember where we stopped. And line them up. I hope I ran out. Okay, so that means there's 4 on the next row. Ooh, we're going to clear that palette, go back to concrete, and grab the last 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is clay. So we don't want that. They like to throw that in there. 2, 3, and 4. Let's see. What next? What next? Let's do the terracottas and the glazed. So go into here. We have 17 of one and 16 of another. I figured I'm going to make it a short room instead of making it a large room. And because this is a third item, right? I don't have a fourth item to, let's say, put on the bottom or on the other side. So I'm just going to split these up and make this a much shorter bay. So we're going to go into these and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put that up there. Okay, we're going to go, I think I'm going to go, let's see, right or left first? Right, 2, 3. Oh, whoops. I'm going to go 2, 3, and 4. Then I think I'm going to go over here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to come over here. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and bring that up there so I can get rid of this. Bring this over. And start grabbing the rest of the terracottas. So am I at the green? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and last one right there. So now we're going to place, go back to the first one. We're going to start 1, 2, 3, oops. Let's change them. 2, 3, and 4. We're going to come down here, have 1, 2, oops. 2, 3, and 4. We're going to go, I'm just going to divide it like with that, like that, just as a double. Oh, that's the pink. Maybe I should double up with the normal terracotta, because everything else gets dyed. So let's pick that one. That's the normal terracotta. I might shift everything over. Okay, let's clear all that out. So we'll go 1, 2. So we're going to shift all of these over. Just like this. Because I can always rearrange the next set. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. This one comes over to here. So we get rid of those. And then we're going to go that one, that one, that one, and that one. So we're going to delete that. Now we're going to place... Oops. Damn it. Oh, come on. Place that one. Right, the orange one. Then the yellow. 4. Okay. Because that one's going to be a normal terracotta. And then we're back to... So we're going to get rid of these. Right? Remove those, we moved those, we moved those. And are we on the green? Or the gray? We are on the gray. So we're going to get rid of this green one. Okay. Ah. Let me shift the gray one over here now. And then grab that, 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 and that. I'm just going to delete all of these for now. Go. How did... Oh, that's why. Okay, gray I want up here. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to be another terracotta. Just to, oops. Just to finish that off. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it goes into the red. And I'm going to start this all over again and get rid of everything. So I'm going to clear this palette as well. And let's try this again. So let's go back to the terracotta. And I'm at the red and the orange. So which one is the last one? It looks like a red to me. Let's go with orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So it has to be a 5 by. Well, this is a 4 by. And I'll put a... Oh, wow. Why does that not make sense? Try this again. Get rid of that. Go back to the terracotta. And see, where are we at? We did 1, 2, 3, right? We did... I'm going to delete these. We're at normal terracotta. So, that's 1. I think I do a 5 at that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 at that point. So yeah, that's where I'm messing up. I'll just do terracotta on the inside of here, on both sides, and then create that as a 5. That's where I'm screwing myself up. Okay, because either way, there's going to be a lot of terracotta before there's a lot of other colors. So we'll do that. That'll make it decorative. Now we can go in and organize. So we got 1, 2, oops, clear that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This needs to be another color there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one gets brought into there, and 5. Okay. Now come over here, clear the palette. Let's get that out of there too. Terracotta. Let's go back to, I think that was 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. I could probably organize it in that little thing too. Let's grab that and grab that. So I think we'll go 4 there. And we'll go just like that. Just like that. And there goes brown and then the green. Oh, whoops, I think the green's supposed to be on. Damn it. Yeah, I should have organized it in the little inventory first. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Basically, we have one side like that. We'll clear that out. We have 2, 3, and 4. Alright, 1. God damn it. That goes the fuck away. Okay. 1, 2 is this one. 3 is that one. And we have this one. 2, next one. Alright, now we go back to these. 1, 2. Right over there. And right over there. So yeah, I should get 8. Or, and then 16. When it's okay, so we'll go after the red one there, we'll go orange, 2, 3, okay. A 1 up here, and up here. So that's orange, and then yellow, and then green. And then we have dark, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I got 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll do it like that. Yeah, I think that'll look good right there. So these will go down here with 1, 2, 3, 4. Those will go on the other side. Right, purple, then pink, or grayish, purple, pink. I'll figure those out down there. Okay, so all those colors go to one side, all these colors go to the other side. What do we got in the inventory right there? 1, 2, 3, 4. And into that one. We go into that one, that one, that one, and that one. So right there, right there. Uh-oh. Wait. What's the difference between that one and that one? Super dark, super dark? Crap. Yeah, I guess that's right. Okay. So like that, like that, like that. Now we clear this palette, clear those. Now we bring this over here. Organize this one. These are the remaining colors. So it's green. Right. Yellowish, then green, then the dark green. Where the hell did that one go? Alright, it goes red and yellow. No, red and orange. Oh, come on. Like, what the fuck is going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Eight. Jesus fucking Christ. So we got alright, that's better. Place that there. 2, 3. That's my issue. God damn it. Wait, what the fuck was my last color? Yellow is my last color. Get the fuck rid of you. You keep fucking me up. So green, starting there. 2, 3. We got 1, 2, 3, and then another, right? So whatever's green, and then gray, and then this, 2, 3, and 4. Clear that out. Grab the normal terracottas, and I should have done that. Alright, fill that in. That gives me a 5x5 space with terracotta on both sides. It's also a good indicator to let me know what's what. Alright, then the next set, we're going to do the same thing with the glazed terracotta. Fuck. Or at least that one's got an even number. Okie dokie. So let's... we're gonna go glazed and non-glazed. Okay, we're gonna create a divider. Then we're gonna extend everything to suit our next sort. Alright. That's so shitty, all this stuff that I break goes right into hoppers. Alright, anyways. So now we're gonna go break you, and now we're gonna go glazed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First 8. Uh-oh. No, don't do it like that. Empty that inventory and let's build this thing out and finish our dividers. It's my ADD kicking in. Getting eager. Alright. Grab that back and place it right back there. So we're going to do temporary blocks. Extend that out. Extend that out. We'll actually count it here in a few moments. I'm just extending it beyond what I need. Okay. So we had, in order to fit 16, we want 2 sets of 4 and then a divider. So this is our divider. Oops. That goes all the way up. Okie dokie. So now we're going to end up extending all these hoppers too. But anyways, alright, that's a divider. Let's finish that. Alright, that segment's done. And then let's choose. We need to go over 4, so let's, right here is our next divider and probably our wall. I'm going to cap it off right here at the end of these items and either make a man door wall or something maybe into another wing. I don't know if this is the end of this hallway totally. I don't know if it'll extend or not, but we'll find. We'll make something later. Alright. Put those there. You're going to want another temporary wall behind the shulkers so you can build more shulkers. Okay. Clear this out of the way so you don't get confused. And where we at? Let's go ahead and extend this wall. Because that one we ended up keeping. That's going to be hopper on that. I'll bring it out. Alright. Oops. Extend that up there. I'm going to need, whoops, these out here. So we'll just go ahead and place those. 2, 3, oops. 3, right there. Oops. Just bringing it over here. That was a misplace. Again, this might turn into something else beyond here. I don't know. Okay, so there's the end of the road. I'm just filling the gaps. Oops. I want to make sure there's a floor underneath here as well. Alright. I don't need that one. This is... I need temporary space there. So we'll go right there and right there. Just because I need to make 4 more. A set of 4 more anyways, up top and on bottom. So we'll place... Let's see, we'll get rid of those. Place the shulkers. Right there, right there. Right there, right there. And then put another block. Place the shulkers. Then we can get rid of those blocks. Oops. After you keep your shulker there. So now put the hoppers right there, facing into that. Do not delete your hoppers. So let's go up and over, and then underneath that. That's where it goes. Place hoppers into the chests, and then these are going to get hoppers. Oops. Not pointing down, but pointing into that wall. Okay, these are going to get into that wall and into these. Oops. God damn it. All I wanted to do was crouch. That's all I wanted to do. Jesus Christ, man. Stupid fucking Chinese. Alright. Gotta make everything fucking ass backwards. I wanna fall, or I wanna rise, so here, let's make you fall. Alright, so what's temporary over here? This is why I like to use glass, so I can see the hell in there. These are temporary, which are item blocks. So let's put those before we delete a bunch of others. See, these can... Oh no, I want to keep those. That stays. Okay, these are temporary for now, because those are going to turn into hoppers. So we can delete that. That's going to turn into a hopper later. Oh shit, forgot to put a chest there. Let's put the chest in there. So, right down here and here. Just to make life easier and a little more visible, I'm going to knock that down a notch. Okay. We don't need the hoppers on this side. We're just going to go ahead. Oops. Pop that. And I don't need that side. I'm just going to leave that open. I don't want that one, and I don't need that one. So let's come over here, place a couple of those. And, whoops, a couple of those over here. And that'll complete the 4. Alright, now we can come in here, clear the inventory, and grab your grab all the terracotta. So we got, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Clear that palette, and we go back to terracotta, or glazed. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want this one. And come over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right on. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back to the front. 2. Whoops. Go the correct direction. Thank you, arrow. Had I had you before, I would have paid attention. Alright. So those are kind of look like paintings. That's pretty cool. It's actually really cool. Looks like paintings on the wall. Alright, we're starting to get our color crap or color builds. This room is a pain in the ass. There's a lot of shit in here. But that means that there is a lot of shit that's gonna get sorted that doesn't need to be organized anymore. So now we're gonna come through here, delete all of these temporary blocks, all this wood. So we're doing a tab so I have an option to stop. Let's see, how much further? Right about there. I don't delete anything important. So it looks pretty good from the backside too. That's pretty cool. That's one half. Then we come over here. That's the other. This is the back side, anyways. So let's delete this. And remember, we got carpet on one side, so it's going to look a little funny for some of it. Let's delete the top row. And we'll be a little selective on this, so I don't delete anything important. Delete that. These are temporary. Delete those. Alright, so along this purple section on the very, very bottom is going to be more hoppers. But let's go ahead and finish our whole setup up top here with the redstone and everything. So I'm just going to build this one with the redstone and that. Alright, so we can clear this palette. I don't want any of those blocks. Alright, we got the terracotta, we got the glazed, we have concrete powder, wool, and wool carpet. That is a lot of items. We are narrowing it down. This is awesome. Slowly pulling everything out of the inventory. Alright, so let's do this. You know what, I'm going to need access to all this shit while I set up all the redstone. So I'm not going to place any of the comparators here until I get all my redstone in place and made sure that, things are filtered. So now that we have our hoppers in here, we can go ahead and place these walls back. I might do a single terracotta color all the way across up here maybe one day. Kind of a whole border pattern. I kind of like that terracotta now that I get to see it. That's actually really cool looking. Let's see, what color would I choose? I would probably choose this black and red as a nice border tone. Let's try that just for shits and giggles. Whoops. Kind of a cool look. Yeah, it's kind of a neat look. Kind of breaks the room up a bit. Or I might just, let's see, put it over here. And might put all these lights back over here. Or maybe make the pillars out of them. I don't know. But I like to utilize stuff that's in that room or decorative room to kind of get a base tone of what my room's going to look like. This one's going to be a very colorful room. So there's a whole lot of color options going on in here. I'll put these back. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Maybe we grab something like, let's go with the sunshiny looking one. Let's go with that one. So we'll go delete, delete. Oh, it looks more like wheat. That's actually pretty cool. A little framed in area down there, I guess. Well, that looks pretty neat. I can utilize that somehow. I don't know if I like that pattern. Maybe I like the blue and yellow, but let's go with, let's do this one. This one looks kind of interesting. Oops. What does this one look like far away? Kind of looks like little faces looking at me. I kind of like that. Reminds me of like guard dogs, or maybe, I don't know. It's kind of cool. I like it. So that's this wing pretty much done, minus some redstone. And let's see, this one, I need to bring the hoppers out, so let's go ahead and grab some hoppers. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. I think I need to come out 5 though, or maybe 6, but I think it's 5. In order to, because of my height requirements for the way I have this set up. The other redstone on top interferes. The blocks are in the way, so it's not even the redstone, it's just the blocks that are in the way. I need the height requirement. So that's at least 4 there. And then we'll prep this side. So that way when we start doing all our redstone, we can bring that up along with it and during that episode as well. Let's clear this row, da 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 da. No reason, just I didn't like it there. Okay. That's gotta go. OCDs. Alright, there's the end of that hallway. So all this underneath here can pretty much disappear. I really don't want to keep this. This is unnecessary. Not to mention it'll add more crap to your save file that doesn't need to be there. There's shit that loads in as every time you load in. This is just me going too far down. But it also let me know that while I was doing everything else that I wanted that 2 space gap And what that does is that gives me the perfect gap to get all the way down there. Honestly, got the 2 there, that's that floor, and then it goes down to the next floor. So it gives me the perfect gap for all my requirements for whatchamacallit, come on lag, all my requirements for the hoppers. I first tried to design it by going straight down and just trying to use whatever my floor was for my ceiling, and then when came time to place hoppers, I had nowhere to go. They were hitting all the hoppers and everything else above me. Now again, I can drop down one more and incorporate an actual water trough on top instead of all hoppers. But either way, I'm getting the hoppers. I like hoppers better than water troughs. I know that water troughs are faster, but then you run into water destroying your work. And I just don't want that. So I think this wing is done, and we're going to go ahead and work on redstone and the rest of the hoppers next. Awesome. So this is going to come down here, and then we're going to make an access at, I think, during that one too. Yeah, I think we'll build the access elevator during that particular. That way I see everything running. It'll give me something to kind of do while we're running and testing it. Right on. So we got things kind of prepped up here. This'll work. You just run your normal setup if you just want the top row. That'll already work pretty much. So you run the 2 more rows right there. Put your redstone torches on the inside there, and then you put your repeaters on the outside of that block, and then you cover it all with redstone. That'll work. It's just I want the bottom row to work too. I've never seen this setup in any YouTube video. I've seen the layout, but I think everything was brought in for a vertical setup and not a horizontal setup. And I've never seen the shulker boxes incorporated either. Everything's sort of normal chest, and then obviously with having age-old tutorials, there is a whole lot of trap chest talk, which is unnecessary now that the newer versions are out. As you can see, not a single trap chest involved. Alright. What do we got next? We got all this is being monitored. Now, let's see, that's a little room, like a little utility room. I'm going to keep these little windows up here. See, just a one window there. Right about there, that'll work. Just hide that. I don't like that, and I don't like that. We'll keep that up there just. That looks good. add some texture when I decide to finish this room off. Ollie goes. Let's see, go up here. Let's cover this in. And let's see, get rid of you, get rid of you. We'll put that right there. Kind of fill these walls in a little bit, give myself an idea of what I'm doing, where I'm going. Let's see, this is going to be like a little nook. Get rid of that, and let's put that there. I can put maybe some statues or something in there, the armor things, whatever the hell they're called. Forgive my lack of vocabulary. That's a nice little hallway. Let's see, do I keep this? Ah, come on, lag. I move a centimeter, the game moved an inch. Okay, let's fill that in. Yeah, I'll keep those little windows. Let's go. Let's see. I want to go on the inside. Let's see, do I want to do that? Yeah, I might do that. Make it a narrow looking hallway. See, do I keep that open? I close it. Let's close that up. Alright, now it looks like we're starting to work in an actual hallway here. I don't know if I want to keep all those blocks. Kind of annoying. It looked good for a thought, but I don't really like it. So let's get rid of those. Get rid of that. And that's just a doorway. We're going to close this doorway. I don't want to go out there. We'll go this way. I'll put doors and everything in a little later. Maybe make it a grand. I don't know if I'm going to make them grand hallways or just do doors into it and then you see everything. But right now I want to be able to easily look at all this redstone. So I think I'm going to get rid of that. It was nice for a finished look. But not for right here. So that's a nice entrance. I'll do that. Maybe aesthetically change it during another episode there. And make these hallways kind of resemble this entrance right there. And yeah, when I turn in, I'll be able to see everything. And I'm not going to keep this banner up here. It's kind of annoying, to be honest with you. Get rid of that. Makes me think there's a chest right there. I like it. I think I'm going to return with a new episode and start with the redstone and end up probably going ADD and building some more stuff and fixing some stuff and put that there. Alright. There's probably gonna be, I don't know, I might end up knocking these walls down, doing something there. But for now, I'm just gonna leave them closed. I can always put something there. I'm gonna leave these two open for like windows, be able to look behind here for now. Hey, look at that, I can see my, what you call it. Oh shit, I can get rid of those. These are unnecessary. That particular row is unnecessary. I'm trying to keep things minimal. So I guess resources minimal. So let's see, this one, do I have to keep these? What is going on with those? I do not have to keep that row. I don't even know why that was still there. See what I get for not deleting my temporary stuff? Alright, let's go over here and do the same. Anything temporary. I can get rid of this entire row right there. But if I do that, what else am I hurting? Oh, ha, just the one there. That was stupid. Alright, anything else down here? Everything down below is clear. Got a nice clear looking palette there. Everything looks pretty pretty clean. No temporary blocks remaining. Alright, it's a shut off switch. Oops. Looks good. Design, layout, design, everything, phase is pretty much done for this wing, and we'll add on a new one later. So we're basically what we're doing is working down below. We're just kind of cleaning stuff up, and let's see, that's all like that. Oh. Get rid of that shit. Like I said, we're cleaning stuff up, making sure we can access everything. Not quite sure what this row is right now. Oh, that is a row of comparators. This one. I don't need you. I want one down there. Light it up a little. Oh, I'm not staring into the dark. Alright. We're going to clear this out because I know I'm going to need to add a couple more hoppers. I think it was 6, so we're at 4 right now. So I at least need to clear this far back, so that way when I place them I don't have to go through an entire quarry process. Alright, W, U, and U. Right on, that should bring it back a bit. Open it up. Awesome. A little more around the whole thing. Screw it. Why not? Give me a nice little base to stand on and kind of observe. Oh, I didn't want to go into all that. Hell yeah. Looking good. So we'll add more hoppers in the next episode once we line everything up with our redstone, and then figure out how far we need to go around and over. I think it's 2 more, but each panel could be different, so I don't want to do an exact copy until yeah, that way I don't screw anything up. I could easily go around and build everything, you know, just start stacking things and not have a clue how my hopper setups are going to go, but I didn't want to do any of that. I wanted to do a little more prep work, so I kind of wanted to do each wing separately. Get it all hooked in, because I would hate to do this large of a scale and then something go wrong and I not know where. So I wanted to do it bit by bit, make sure each section works as I build onto it. So far we have this giant S-curve mess up here. And then we have this hallway over here. We have all these chests over here, which there's actually 2 rows of chests, or 3, excuse me. You get the one in the center of those 2, right? You got 1 all the way across, and then you have 2 on this side, 2 on that side, and I plan on going all the way down with it with chests, not the weird hopper layout. Alright, so then come around here and we have a whole nother wing, which is all this S-curve mess, all this red and green. Got a lot of comparators inside. That's just for building process, so I know what's got stuff in it, what doesn't, so I can just start adding stuff to the system and watch it fill, and slowly fill the system before I go back to survival mode. Once I go to survival mode, I probably won't come back. I'm going to try and get this all done. That way all I have to do is actually play the damn game. Right on. So it goes to this S mess. Alright. These are sorted. These are all incorporated into the system. What is this? I don't need it right this moment. I actually don't want these temporary blocks. It's kind of a pillar thought that I wanted, but I don't want to do that right now. This is strictly building. So what I have also, alright, everything you saw on top, I'm going to recreate at least one of the wings down below. So here's one of them, and this is the color room. This one is going to be tidied up and finished and hooked up and then hooked into everything else via either the next episode or the next one, or I mean the following. So I think we're going to hook everything up in redstone next episode and then test everything in the following episode, along with actually filtering things in that particular one. Right on. Just a lot of this stuff I got kind of prepped up for myself. As far as what you see for hoppers, I wanted to make sure that I had my lining correct. Everything was going to be tall enough, everything was going to drop down enough, and I wasn't going to screw myself up and run out of space while I was planning and building it. Alright, I will see you in the next episode, guys. Thank you for watching.